You are looking at pictures of WCU Weekly fans at the Maury Povich Show when we took a bus trip up there just this past week.
That's right, we attended 2 episodes, one of which was the 2500th episode, and they will be airing in the end of May, and of course we're going to keep you posted on when it is that they do air.
Hello, West Chester University, I'm Matt Toll.
And I'm Justin Sachokin. Now I can't wait till we celebrate our 2500th episode. I think we're at like 50, so it'll be a while.
You'll be there. I won't.
Well, this entire week is Diversity Week, but what does that mean for students? It means that you're going to have to keep an eye out all of this week for the events that are going to be happening, focusing on the topics of gender, religion, multiculturalism, equality, and athletics. The goal of this week is to collaborate with as many organizations as possible to best display how truly unique and diverse the students here at West Chester University really are.
Sounds like a good week.
Yeah, it'll be great.
And this Friday, our good friend Alana Berger will be holding a field day event that will benefit the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. Now, there will be a ton of great events, including a water balloon toss.
Yep.
How about tug of war?
I love that.
And if you can't handle the water balloons, maybe an egg toss?
Yeah, I'll skip that one.
And there's also going to be water pong, and so much more. Now, it goes on from 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. on Friday, and the cost is just $5 to play. Now, get this, whenever you win a game, you're going to receive a raffle ticket to put into one of many raffles that will be available. And one of those raffles is tickets to a Phillies game in the 100 section, where I just was last Wednesday, and here's a picture from my seat. So these are great seats, as you can see.
Those look like great seats, and for $5, you can't beat that.
Right, exactly.
Well, after you spend the entire day helping raise money for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, you can relax at Bingo Bonanza at Sykes After Dark. Student Activities Council will be sponsoring the event, which will include some amazing prizes. Now, last year, they gave away airline tickets.
Actual airline tickets?
A $500 gift card. I believe it was to Southwest Air. They gave away a cruise on top of that, too. So, some really big prizes. Bingo is going to take place in the Sykes ballrooms, and it is suggested that you get there early and bring a blanket or a beach towel to sit on because the ballrooms are just going to be open. There will be, of course, there's going to be free food, karaoke, and the SAC midnight movie showing of Hansel and Gretel.
Sounds like a great night. And coming up on Saturday, May 11th, Student Activities Council will be taking a bus trip to New York City, and tickets are on sale right now. You can purchase those tickets at the SSI ticket window on the ground floor of Sykes, and they're only $10. Now, that will include transportation to and from the city. Now, the bus will depart at 8 a.m. and will arrive back at campus at approximately 8 p.m.
I love going onto those bus trips. They're fantastic.
They are.
It's a really great deal.
And yeah, inexpensive, all day, can't beat it.
Now, Brian's got a great deal for you. It's a really short sports short this week. Brian?
Thanks, guys. Let's start off with West Chester Women's Lacrosse as they ended the regular season with a 19-5 win over Edinburgh on Saturday. The Lady Ranch finished the regular season with a 13-4 overall record and 10-1 in the conference. Moving to the PSAC tournament hosted by number 1 Lock Haven as the number 2 seed, and they will be receiving a first-round bye. So congrats to you girls, and good luck moving into the tournament. Let's move on to West Chester football as the Rams hosted their annual spring game on Saturday. Purple was able to defeat Gold as they pulled out the 23-10 victory, led by redshirt freshman QB Andrew Durr. Durr was 15 for 25 with 3 touchdowns for the Purple squad. On the defensive side, Sean Kratzel led the Rams with 10 tackles, and Ronell Williams added 9 stops and 1.5 sacks. We're looking forward to another exciting Golden Rams season, as the first game will be their Hall of Fame Day on September 7th against the University of New Haven down at Farrell Stadium. That's all we have for this week's Sports Short. Back to you guys.
Justin, there are a lot of things that, college is a lot better than high school, but one thing I miss about high school,
What is that?
you never go to a prom again.
No, you don't get to go to a prom.
And so when there's a chance to go to one in college, I'm going to jump all over that. But before we do, let's just have a little flashback. Justin, who's on the screen there?
That is myself, and that's my good friend Corinne Wolf.
Oh boy,
fancy. From back home. We got all dressed up for our senior prom. Now, she actually was mad at me because I had just literally stepped off the plane from Arizona for 10 days, and she even got a spray tan there.
You can't tell.
I was in trouble for that.
So why are we talking about proms here, Justin?
Well, we're talking about prom because our guests are all dressed up unlike us and ready to go to prom tonight.
So who do we have here? We have Joe. Hi, Joe.
Hey, everybody.
We have Joe, Meredith.
Hi.
We have Alana.
Hi.
And Jess.
Hello.
You guys have planned something really cool. You don't hear this often. In fact, this is really the first one I've heard of while at West Chester. So tell us what you've done, Meredith.
So basically what we decided to do was to give everyone a second chance at prom. And so we're calling it Prom the Sequel. And it's going to be a Hollywood movie night theme, so you can come all dressed up like us, or you can find some sort of costume to fit the evening. And you can come. There's going to be free food, dancing. It's going to be a great time.
And this is in the Sykes ballrooms.
It's in the Sykes ballrooms.
There's a lot of times there's dances in there, and they're all great. But one of the things, you just kind of just go in there. There's music and you dance. Free food. What kind of food are we talking about here?
So we're getting your typical appetizer trays. We're going to have the mozzarella sticks, the chicken fingers, the veggie trays for those who are not meat friendly, and then we also have a nice dessert selection of cookies and brownies.
Fantastic.
You won me the mozzarella sticks. So what else is going on? What is this for? Is it benefiting anything?
Yeah, we're going to be benefiting the Chester County Crime Victim Center. I mean, like we said, it is free, so free food and everything like that, but we will be accepting donations, and all the donations will go to the CVC. The CVC, or the Crime Victim Center, they help families in Chester County that were victims of domestic violence, such as rape, molestation, and so forth and so on, as well as homes that deal with poverty or some kind of break-in, like they were robbed or fire or anything like that, and all the proceeds are going to go to that. We're also going to have baskets to be raffled off from hopefully Timothy's Pub and Moss Mexican food and everything like that. So yeah, there will be a cause that all the money's going to.
Fantastic. Now, do you have to bring dates to this, or can you go alone? Can you go with a group of friends? What are the rules and regulations? Jess?
It's kind of free reign. If you have a date, you can definitely bring them. If you want to fly solo, that's okay too.
Fine, wonderful.
Excellent.
Maybe I'll bring you, Justin.
We're going to prom. Matt, can't wait.
Now, Alana, what was the date again?
May 9th.
May 9th at 8:15 in Sykes Ballrooms. Anything else we need to tell people who might want to attend?
It's going to be a great time.
It is going to be a great time. We're going to try to stop by that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
It's
And
free.
it's free. That's the
biggest
If it's
part.
free, it's for me. That's
Free
what I
to get to
say.
dress up. One last prom, maybe in your life.
Yeah,
So,
maybe.
yeah, so this sounds great.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
That's sad.
Right.
to think.
It is a little bit sad. It's a little, that's weird now. Thank you for depressing me, Joe.
Where can they get more information real quick in case they want to...
We're going to have flyers
Okay.
going out throughout all of the halls and everything like that. Actually, right now, out front of Brandy Wine, they have advertisements on the windows and everything like that. So we're trying to just bomb everybody with the advertisements.
Cool.
Fantastic.
All right, go to that event. Right now, we're going to throw things over to Elizabeth Ian. She's in our social media station. Elizabeth?
Nowadays, it's not uncommon to see people around you glued to their phones and laptops everywhere to check out the latest updates on their Facebook or other social media. This shift is definitely making social life more virtual and accessible. You probably think of it as pretty normal. But one psychologist from New York might disagree with you. You see, Dr. Robert Reiner has coined a term for what he claims is the addiction that many users feel to social media, which he calls FOMO, or fear of missing out. Dr. Reiner describes FOMO as the obsession that makes us constantly check social media sites because we're afraid of missing out on updates. He says that it becomes unhealthy when we compare our real lives to the lives of our friends on the internet. And this obsession is only increasing. Take a look at this poll, which was designed to determine what percentage of social media users check the sites several times a day. It shows only 5% of users in 2008 as compared to last year when 22% of users checked several times a day. And this percentage will probably continue to rise in the future. So are you guilty of FOMO? It's certainly a question worth asking. And while it's great to see what your friends are up to using social media, ask yourself, is it obsessive to see what they're up to this often? Because if you really want to know what's going on in your friends' lives, you can always just do it the old-fashioned way and just ask them. Matt and Justin, back to you.
Well, thank you very much, Elizabeth. It seems like you are
Thank you,
affected by
Elizabeth.
FOMO. Well, this weekend, one of the biggest events of the year is going to be occurring on campus, and that is, of course, Relay for Life. It's happening May 4th through May 5th from 3 o'clock p.m. until 8 a.m. in the Hollinger Fieldhouse. If you want to still register for a team, you can do so by visiting relayforlife.org/PA Westchester.
And the Village and South Campus apartment complexes will be hosting the Serving for a Cure volleyball tournament at the Village Volleyball Court on May 5th at 12 p.m. Now, all proceeds from the tournament will be donated to Autism Speaks. There will be information about autism available, as well as the opportunity to participate in raffles. So come out to support Autism Speaks, as well as your fellow students participating in the tournament.
Well, coming up next week, we actually have a really special guest who's going to be joining us.
I can't wait for this.
In studio.
Yeah.
Mayor Comita, the mayor of Westchester, will be here and making her very first appearance on our show.
You know, one of our goals, actually for a while now, has been to get the mayor. We've got the president of the university already.
Done.
And
Maury
so
Povich, that
Maury
was
Povich
high
has
up there
been
on
on
the
the
list.
show. And then actually, we wanted to get Mayor Comita in. She's going to come on. This will be one of our last episodes. So we can't wait for her. So make sure you like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Also check out WCUweekly.com to stay up to date on our upcoming guests.
Absolutely. Until then, I'm Justin Sichoka.
And I'm Matt Toll. We'll see you then.